this is Aaron with Steel Picking. In this video we're going to do a mini series of improvisation for the C6 tuning, and what I had in mind on this lesson, there'll be 3 lessons in this first installment. We may do some more later on, depending on the response that we get. I'm going to take a basic jazz chord progression. Just as a reference, I'm going to say that it's following kind of like the Nightlife intro. So we're going from a 1 to a flat 3 to a 2 minor to a 5 to a 1. Okay, also within this progression you have a 2-5-1, which is a real common jazz progression, of 2 minor, a 5, and a major 1. So I'm going to show you 3 different ways to approach these chord progressions using single note scales or playing over them. So hopefully that'll help you there. I know a lot of guys that it's kind of mystifying how to play over these extended chords or these complicated chords. So I'm trying to show you positions, not so much again getting into theory. I'm looking at positions. If you do something at the 12th fret and you move to the 13th fret to play the next scale, so I'm looking at how you're moving your bar versus if you're playing a Mixolydian or some kind of scale like that, talking about theory. So with all that said, I'm hoping this will be something that'll help our C6 players. Okay, so also here at the outset you can see that we have a new background, and that's thanks to our patron supporters. We're trying to get a little more soundproofing in this room that we record in. I think we've got the lighting, or Jake has the lighting good, and we've got a good camera now. We're doing a couple of different views, and also he's experimenting with that, maybe like showing the pedals on some of the lessons that we're doing. We're doing an overhead view, and all these things are directly in response to the support we've been getting on Patreon. So I like the background. It looks good, and it's some soundproofing board. So again, a shout out to y'all that are helping us there, and appreciate it. There will be a backing track and tab available for all 3 of these lessons at our Patreon site. Now you can check that out by going to the card above or the link in the description. Alright, so I'm excited about expanding our C6 vocabulary, looking at some single note playing. I know there's quite a few players out there that are interested in this tuning. So I'm hoping this will help y'all, and let's look at these lessons. Alright, let's look at this video lesson. We're going to get back on the C6 tuning, and I'm going to show you 3 lessons in this series how to play over a pretty common chord progression. It's basically like the Nightlife chord progression, and it sounds like this in the chords. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to talk out each lick that I play just over the chord I'm playing. The first lick is over a C, or C major 7, and I'll play the lick, then I'll talk it out. Okay, and we're going to use 2 pedals and 1 knee lever. So let's go to our, let's press our 7th pedal down. That's the pedal that raises 3 and 4 a whole tone. You're going to play your 6th string at the 11th fret, play your 6th string at the 12th. Okay. The next thing you do, you play your 5th string at the 11th fret and slide it to the 12th. Okay, with that pedal still down, you're going to play 4 and 3 at the 12th fret. Okay, now the fingering, you can watch the video to pick that up, because sometimes I'll actually even change the way I'm playing them. Also, if you'll watch the videos too, sometimes I'll do like slurs or like little grace notes on those. So I do a lot of those things without even thinking about it. So you can watch the video lessons and get that. So now that's the lick over the C major 7th. Okay, the next lick is over the E flat 13 chord, and it sounds like this, and I'll talk it out. Okay, now the other pedal that we're using our 6th pedal. So let's go ahead and press that down. That's going to be the pedal that lowers 6 and raises 1. So we had that pedal down. We go to our 10th fret, play our 3rd string, and slide it down to the 9th fret, and then press our knee lever. Okay, the knee lever we're using is lowering our 3rd string a half a tone. Okay, so you play your 3rd string 10th fret, 3rd string at the 9th fret, and then lower it with the knee lever. Okay, so the next part, 6th pedal still down. You play your 4th string at the 9th fret and do a slur real fast. You play it and then go right to the 10th fret. Okay, while that pedal's still down, you play 5, 6 at the 10th. Then you simply play your 6th string at the 9th fret. Okay, now that's playing over the E flat chord. The next chord in the progression is going to be a D minor. And the lick I did over that was okay, so now 7th pedal down, 6th string at the 9th fret, immediately go to the 10th fret, play 5, 4, 3, 3. Okay, now that's playing over the D minor or the D minor 7th. So now we've got this much. We've got the C, E flat, D minor. Okay, now the next part of the chord progression, we're going from a G to a C sharp 7 is a basic chord, and the lick I played over that was this. I'll play it, then I'll talk it out. Okay, now on that lick, we're going to use, again, we're just using 2 pedals. Let's go to our 6th pedal, and let's go ahead and press it down and lower our 3rd string with a knee lever. So we've got 6th pedal, 3rd string lowered with a knee lever. You're going to play 3, 4, 6, 7 here at the 11th fret. Okay, now we're going to do the same exact thing at the 8th fret. Alright, then the last part of the lick is this. Okay, pedal still down. You play your 6th string at the 7th fret, 7th string at the 8th fret, 7th string at the 7th fret. So now we have on that lick over the G and over the C sharp chord. Okay, you can adapt this to a 2-5-1 progression, which is a real common jazz progression. Okay, so from the top, the lick would sound like this. Okay, and you can look at the chord chart to see that progression. But you're going from a 1 to an E flat, D minor, a G to a C sharp, and then it resolves back to the 1. Okay, a pretty common chord progression in jazz, and I think it's interesting examples of some single note picking that you can play over those. On this one, I was trying to go down the fretboard to resolve back here to the 7th fret. There's a C major 7th there. So we kind of work the lick down. Alright, hope you enjoyed this, and give it a try. Alright, as always, Jacob and I just want to thank you for checking out our videos. Hope you enjoyed this installment on the C6 tuning. Like I said, I know it's kind of a mixed bag. There's probably more E9 players than there are C6 players out there. But if you're like me, I've carried this double neck around for a while, and I'm trying to learn some things on that back neck. So I hope you like that. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, if you do that now, then we'd appreciate that. If you hit the like button on these, if you like them, that'd be great. We enjoy the feedback. Also, if you click on the bell, then you'll get notification when Jacob posts new material or puts up a new video. So if you're interested in learning more about or purchasing any of the equipment that we're using, you can check that out in the Amazon link in the description. Also, we're offering early access to the final 2 installments of this series on our Patreon site, and that's available at our Tier 2 level. So if you'd like to go to our Patreon site, go to the description there, you can find out more about that. So as always, Jacob and I appreciate you. We really are very thankful for y'all's support, and what we're doing here is trying to promote the steel. Hope we're helping out, and again, we're trying to kind of mix it up with E9 and C6, and I'm not going to apologize for doing the C6 stuff, because I like the tuning, and I know there's some guys out there that are interested in trying to further their knowledge on that neck. So I hope this is helping y'all, and again, thank you, and keep picking.